I've been looking at you this whole time wondering who this is. All right, I think we are live. Welcome everybody back to another edition of Chairgatin. I'm your host, Rattlesnake, coming at you live from the Snake Pit here in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, joined by my co-host Dakota. What up, Dakota?
What up, baby? Oh, man, it feels good to be coming off a fucking weekend at Atlanta. Oh, great to see you. Great to have the boys over. A lot to break down and talk about. Coming to you live from the Rutledge Dome, South Atlanta. Ooh, let's get it going.
Let's do it. What's up? It's Chairgatin coming at you live.
Hello, come right in. Rock, flag, and eagle.
Hey, boy.
Here we
Let's
are.
go
Here
live.
we are. Are you still like trying to wake up from the weekend?
I feel like I have had an overlong, I don't know if it's like hungover or sickness, but I've just like felt like shit ever since Sunday.
Okay, so I bring this up because I don't want to sound like that guy. I'm fucking almost 32, but I swear it just does not, like, I cannot recover as quickly as I used to.
No, it's like forever just like, ugh.
It's just I can notice it's getting worse, and I've heard people say like, man, once you're not in your 20s anymore, it'll start like you'll start feeling it.
Yeah. And you're like, no, not me though.
And yeah, man, I mean,
Maybe y'all, but not me.
I've been to your house so many times. I'm always over there. I know your family very well. But after like 3 nights of crashing on the couch in the living room with a bunch of other dudes, drinking every night, partying, going out to racing,
I'm not in
like
my 20s anymore.
having a great time, by the way. Like, always love it. But I come home and I'm just like, for the whole week, I'm just like, just leave me alone. Like, I'm in pain. I'm tired. Give me water as I
Please,
drink this IPA.
water, water.
As I drink an IPA.
Hell yeah, I wish I had one, but I'm trying to be a better person.
Yeah, I
Not a
should
better
do.
person, more about making some better decisions because I've been like, why did I just do all that? I
Yeah.
was bitching about money all last week, and then I spent like $150 on alcohol all weekend. And I was like,
Yeah.
why did I just do that?
Yeah, well, like before I left, I was telling my wife, I was like, "Baby, I'll spend like maybe $200 on this trip."
Maybe. Well, I mean, we didn't do like we really didn't
I
do a
know, but I
lot.
spent well over that. I promise.
It was more like, let's go get more beer.
Yeah, exactly. It's just, and it just adds up. I didn't buy
We
any
went to the liquor
merch.
store 3 days in a row.
That's the thing. I didn't buy merch. We didn't go out to eat really. You know, like I went to fast food a couple times, but it just adds up, dude. Shit's not
Yeah.
cheap anymore.
Nope.
So yeah, man. I don't know. I know we keep saying this, and we have said it for like 2 years in a row now. But next year we gotta pull back.
I
Next
am.
year.
Next year, I ain't. We'll go to Dega and Atlanta and probably come out to Darlington. But
You know what? It's a good step for us not running back Daytona.
yeah, that's a start.
That's a huge start because that's the most expensive trip there is.
That is the most expensive.
God, anybody that
Dega's the
hasn't done that one,
cheapest.
it's great. It's so much fun, but man, it hits your wallet.
Yeah.
You're like, I was not prepared for this.
Dega's the cheapest and the most fun. And honestly, this Atlanta weekend felt like a little Dega.
Dude,
It felt like a little minute. That was probably. I was telling Cody, I was like, that was like one of the funnest Atlanta weekends I've had.
what a fun weekend. If we would have been able to like fish or something like we did last year, that might have put it a little, that
Yeah.
might, but I don't know where we would have squeezed that time in.
No.
Like, it was fun, dude. We had a great weekend.
Yeah.
We'll
Vibes
get
were
to the
high.
racing, but the weekend itself was just fun.
I know. I guess we drank like hell Friday when y'all first got here, and then I was probably very poor decision because I felt like shit for like the first 9 holes at golf Saturday.
Yeah, same.
I was like, this is a like we were playing and it was hotter than shit, and I was like, dude, I just want to go home,
Dude, it
and
was
I was like, I'm looking so forward to this. Like I wanted this all week. Now that I'm out here, I'm like, dude, I feel like good dog trash.
Yeah.
Like,
Not to mention, you wake me up at 6 a.m., which I'm not a morning guy. And then I got, I think, 2 hours of sleep the night before, just
Partying your balls off.
just crushing beers, having a good time, enjoying your new deck, which is incredible. Good job.
Yeah.
So yeah, I just that wore me down. And then we wake up, you wake me up at 6 a.m. to go golf. And it's fun, but it is hot and humid as shit. And so that's beating down on us. And then we're like, oh yeah, we still have a race tonight. Was that
And
it?
you got like one par or something, and you were like, dude, you don't want to play 27? I was like, dude, no, I want to go home.
I did do that too. I
Yeah,
did
you're
have
like,
one good
oh, come
hole.
on. You were like, come on. I was
I
like,
did have one good hole at the end,
no.
and I was like, dude, we could run back another 9. Like, they're
Yeah,
not
and I
gonna
was
say
like,
shit.
never, ever, ever run back.
It was like feels like 104 or something like that. I had one good hole. The hole before, I was like, dude, fuck this. Somebody take my clubs. I'm done with this sport. This is
And then
stupid.
we went to Xfinity, then we came back and chilled in the pool.
Yeah.
That was fucking cool.
I mean, a little kiddie pool. Everyone that
chilled
follows
at the kiddie.
saw
That was great.
it was awesome.
And then we pre-gamed the Xfinity race, and we went Xfinity race, and it was fucking awesome.
Yeah, it was. The Xfinity race was a lot of fun, which definitely gave me hope for the weekend, like for the Sunday race coming up.
Yeah.
I was a little concerned in the Xfinity race when they're running single file and nobody would make moves with Austin Hill. I was like, I hope we don't see that come Sunday where they're just running single file the whole time. Obviously, that's not what we saw, but we'll get into the Cup race in a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, Xfinity is good. The tracks, man, is just. I'm really excited for what the future holds. The tracks come a long way, and man, it was kind of like old school esque, like 4 or 5 guys, kind of running, not even like nose to tail, but like chasing each other.
Right.
And a couple guys trying to make runs, but couldn't do it without help. I don't know. Xfinity race was cool, and then it had some.
I kind of felt bad for Haley, honestly, the fact that he didn't get the win at the end after like running it for that long.
Yeah, colleague had everything in their hands until the green white checker, and they all ran out of fuel.
Yep.
Like that was just a layup, and then
It
they
happens.
did everything right, and it sucked. But then yeah, man, I was fucking exhausted Saturday night. When we got back, I was like, I'm not even entertaining this shit. I'm going to bed. And like,
well, I mean, I did the same thing, except my bed was the living room couch.
Yeah.
So I just laid on the couch and I was like, y'all can keep partying around me, but I'm sleeping.
Yeah, everybody was like talking and
Yeah.
shooting shit going on the porch. And I'm like, good night.
I'm
Not even
just curled
saying
up on the couch like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it was fun, but yeah, I was with you. I was 2 hours of sleep the night before. I was just dead.
Yeah. And then Sunday pre-gamed all day, little day drinking for the Cup race, and then that was fun. We're just chilling out, drinking all damn day.
What
up, C-Bun? Drinking all day Sunday, and then we went to the tailgate, and that was fun. Everybody showed out, and
dude,
had
that was
good
a really good
times.
tailgate. We had like a lot of
everybody
people
just
there.
kicking it. You know, everybody, strangers making friends, and different groups of people showing up. LTC was in the house. Cody didn't piss anybody off with politics. It was great.
Yeah, I mean, he did bring Bud Light, and that just, I think most people though
sent me over the edge.
I think most people assume that it's a practical joke, though.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. I think when people see it now, they're just like, "Oh,
good one." Yeah.
Oh, you're gay. I get it. Yeah.
Is there dildo in there?
Yeah, he did get pretty smashed Sunday night.
Yeah, I've seen Cody like buzzing a couple times, but yeah, Sunday he was like, ah!
Dude, he was.
I remember him being like, "I'm not really gonna drink Sunday night," and I was like, "Yeah, me neither."
He was feeling himself.
We were tore up.
Yeah, I mean, you were posting shit that I didn't even remember you posting that night. You were like, you like messaged me the next day when I was like driving home. You're like, "Hey, have you seen our story?" To me, it was like, "Yeah, y'all seem pretty drunk." I was like, "I don't remember that." Yeah.
God.
I did make some good picks from the
you did.
from the pool Sunday.
Call them like you see them. If you saw anything we posted, little poolside stogies and race day picks, and that rattlesnake is on a tear, dude. That's your third one of the season, and you can't miss.
Let's wait and see, because I might have some more heaters.
Oh yeah, stay tuned at the end of the episode if you want to know who to bet on this week.
Yeah, I mean, Sunday race.
Yeah, let's jump right into it, dude. This by far was the best Atlanta race of the new configuration. That was our 4th one, and they've all been exciting to me. I'm glad you finally got to see one in person
Yep.
and see what I meant. But dude, the track is aging fast as shit. You could see that it was no longer like black; it's like gray, dark gray. And man, did they put on a show! I mean, even it being rain shortened didn't even like bother me. Like, the
No.
racing was so good. I always hated rain shortened race, but it was also like that was so awesome. Like, yeah, whatever. What? William Byron? Okay.
Well, and I hate to like.
I mean, I wanted to see a finish, but
I know I'm gonna bitch because it's just the Chairgatin podcast, and that's all we do,
that's
right? is
all
bitch.
just too negative.
But it was a pretty late start.
Yeah, like
Can I just say that? Because I want the night race, so I'm not trying to like harp and be like, "Oh, it's too late." But that
if that
definitely
race started an hour earlier, the whole race gets in.
that's what
You
I'm
know?
trying to say. It's like it definitely in hindsight, obviously, this is all hindsight.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was before it even started, it was a pretty late start. And right when it
Right.
got started, people were already kind of like chirping about like there might be rain. I mean, it was
Yeah.
like stage 2, we saw lightning or some shit. And I just
Yeah.
remember being like, man, if this was an hour earlier, like,
Yeah. And honestly, I mean, it gave us a whole weekend of fun, but like this could have been a Saturday night race.
oh, Saturday
I don't
would have
think
been
Sunday
great.
nights were the great thing because we got tore up, and then like I had to wake up early for work the next morning, and
Yeah.
that Monday morning was rough.
Yeah. I mean, I'm glad I took off because
Oh yeah,
I told
I
you
was
I added
glad for you.
2 extra hours to my drive. I told you that, right?
Yeah, I hated that for you.
That's insane. I've never been that delayed.
Oh
It's a 5.5 hour drive from your house to my house.
yeah,
It's not too bad, but it's just long enough to where you're like, all right.
when am I there?
And it's I-20. I've like usually never have problems on I-20. It's a I-95 thing.
Yeah, every time we kept talking about traffic, I was like, dude, 20's like never really
So
like
the
that.
the problem was it rained from when I left your house in the morning at like 9 a.m. to
Mm-hmm.
when I got home 7.5 hours later. It rained the whole
Uh,
drive, and because of that, people are just fucking dumb and don't know how to drive. So like every couple hours, I ran into 4 different times where it was dead stop traffic, and I just put my car in park.
oh,
4 different occasions, one of which lasted an hour straight.
son of a
Dude, it was
bitch.
insane. I was just sitting there and I was like, I might kill myself. This
I would
might
have
be
just
how I
pulled off and
die.
took a nap.
Like it was just and I was in the Wrangler too. So hypothetically, I can get out of the situation. I can pull a UE, but every time I'm like stuck in the fast lane. So there's like the railing on this side, trucks on this side, and I'm just sitting there stuck. It was
Yeah, it
terrible.
sucks.
Yeah,
No.
gas pedals on the Rattlesnake.
Oh
Yeah,
man, but dude, yeah, I see. I like if I didn't have a huge job this week, I could. I was like, man, I would have loved to have been off Monday or not doing anything. And oh, it was just such a banger. I literally like it Tuesday. I was still feeling it. I was like, oh god damn.
same. When I had to
Um,
wake up Tuesday and actually start working, I was like, damn it, I need one more day.
but dude, it was a banger of a race. Ryan Blaney wins stage 1. Brad K wins stage 2.
Wait, who
Which
were
was
your
my
picks?
underdog and my pick. I
Yeah.
didn't really think of that till just now. Dude, man, we were all over this one. But man, the racing was phenomenal. 3 wide passes, like guys would pull out, make moves, and then guys would just like undercut them and make the move right back. Going
Yeah.
back and watching on TV, dude, there was crazy stuff. Like I don't even remember happening. I was like, dude, when was this pass? What the hell? Uh, I will say that no yellow on the Kevin one, bias aside, it was a little bullshit because like 50 laps earlier, Byron spun and they threw it immediately. But with the imminent,
That's
rain
what it
coming,
was. Yeah.
but it's also like, well, caution's a caution.
I know,
So
I agree, but at least we can acknowledge kind of what the
what the
reason was.
circumstances were.
Yeah, because even at the time, I remember I looked at you and you were like pissed, and I was like, well,
Yeah,
I kind of see where they're
I
coming
literally
from on
was
this
like,
one.
oh well.
Yeah,
It's not like we were running up front. Kevin got up to like 8th once.
yeah,
If he'd been like leading all day and that happened, I'd been fucking furious. Dude, Ford showed out. Fords were fast.
yeah. I
It
think
was kind of crazy.
people
Like,
forget like how fast Penske was throughout that whole race.
yeah, rewatching it, dude. But I didn't even like him and Blaney and Logano were lined up, and Cindric was up there fighting like a dog the
Yeah,
whole race.
Cindric was up there like the whole time.
And
That's
at one point it was RFK and Penske, and they were just
RFK
like,
and Penske. It was
yeah,
their night, which is sad that they couldn't get it done. But watching that race there, I was like, well, one of these two teams are winning.
yeah. I literally was like, it's gonna one of them's gonna win, and then all of a sudden Byron's the winner. You're like, wait, what? Oh, okay. And the only thing that threw me off too is that I was stupid because I'm like, I get it, but it was like they're like bringing him on pit road, red flags out due to rain, and the winner's William Byron.
Yeah, fireworks
And
went off.
we were like, just cracked a beer, like, wait, what?
So yeah, we looked at each other and we said, you
I said, I bet they call it.
we all knew there were, but
Mhm.
we had a bunch of beer left,
They didn't
and
even entertain like,
we
hey,
were
get seek shelter. Wait a minute.
yeah we had a bunch of beer left, and we're standing like underneath the cover area, so we're good. So we're like,
Yeah,
all right, well, we're just gonna sit here till they call it, and at the crazy odds that they go back, we'll still be here like chilling, drinking beer.
yeah.
And yeah, I swear we cracked the first beer and like cheers or something. And then the fireworks go off and we're like, oh, and they're like, all right, get the fuck out, leave, the race is over, leave.
Yeah, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, we're like, okay, I guess we'll leave. Yeah,
And then yeah, everybody was like, I'm not ready to go. And like we all went and drank beers in the parking lot and chilled for a bit.
for a while, actually.
For a while, unfortunately.
A couple hours, I think.
But yeah, we all went out the parking lot and like we're just tailgating and getting some more. It was fun. Definitely a good stop. Like if you're in the southeast or you're thinking about going to a new track or doing anything fun, Atlanta's like the new move. I hope, like Junior said on his podcast, I don't. All right. Side note, you know what bothers me? All these people that talk about like tracks when they're not from there, but they talk about what the track should do, and they don't
Uh-huh.
live here. Is like Junior said on his podcast, like, well, the way that track's trending, if they could build some markets and restaurants and stores around there, and I'm like, whoa, 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 whoa. Like, that's not what I said at all. Like, yeah, that may be fun for the tourist that comes here twice a year. I fucking live here. Like, I don't want to sit in that shit.
Yeah,
I don't want to see this shit either. Like,
I feel you.
no, I
Yeah.
don't. Oh, there's beautiful woods all around the track. We could tear it down and build a Bass Pro. What? No, I don't want any of that. But you know, I can't. That's out of my hands. But
Yeah,
I just always that like pipe dream of they're gonna build a roller coaster next to AMS. Is like, why?
right. Why
That's just
can't
gonna bring more people in the area. I don't. Yeah, I don't want any of that.
you know who's never had to do that? Talladega, Darlington,
Yeah. So
Bristol.
none of that's necessary. They're like, look how Kansas is booming. Like you said, Kansas is all nice around track. I get it, but it's like I don't. Like I don't want all that.
Right, yeah. I wouldn't
That's
either.
just more traffic.
Texas Motor Speedway did the same thing. Yeah,
Yeah.
they've just covered it with like shopping centers and stuff. Yeah, I agree. It's a badass track. We had a lot of fun tailgating. It was like a good crowd and busy, but not too crowded or busy to where we couldn't like sit together and hang
Yeah,
out
I
in the
honestly thought it
parking
was
lot
gonna be more
together.
packed. The spring race was way more packed than that was. Not as a bad thing. It's still a good crowd, but I was thinking the night. I think the night race was a great spectacle for trying to sell tickets, but the Sunday night, I bet, kept a ton of people away.
You're probably right.
How many people are
Personally,
like Sunday? I'm not doing that.
selfishly, I liked it because I like that like size crowd, just because
Oh yeah,
we can all kind of sit together with our
just
like
do whatever we want.
25 people, like we do at Dega and stuff. So shrink the sport. I'm still on board with that. We need less people showing up.
Yeah, it's getting too crowded.
Yeah, it's getting a little too crowded, a little too friendly around here. Yeah, I mean, I know Dale talked about it on his show. I think it was Dale when he talked about how good Chicago was and how it was all these new fans, and now they tuned in. And I think that's a really good litmus test because Atlanta was a really good race for NASCAR fans. I don't know if it would be a good race for like street course fans. You know what I mean?
Yeah, if you're in the
So,
street courses, this isn't for you.
so if you tuned in and watched Atlanta, and it was like your second race you've ever watched and you enjoyed it, that's a good thing. You actually might like NASCAR. Keep watching. If you tuned in and you're like, what the fuck is this? They're not turning right. Like, good. Shut it off. You don't need to watch anymore. We're good, man. We can move on without you. So if you like that racing, glad you're on board because that's what we need more of.
Do you think the race should have been shorter?
Oh my god. Oh my god. At least Dale, the biggest voice in NASCAR,
Yeah,
spoke out
he is
against this.
Dega Jesus.
Thank
Or
God. If he
NASCAR
would have
Jesus.
been like, well, maybe, I would have been pissed. I would have been like, hold up.
Yeah,
No.
he was like, "What?"
Yeah.
He's like, "We got bigger problems than this."
Yeah.
And then it was like, like I said, I kept saying in the group chat all week, I was like, how is giving me less of, or promising me a better product by giving me less of it? Is
Right.
like, how does that make any sense?
It doesn't make
Like,
unless
no, you already made it 400 miles. Okay. It was like these were 500-mile races. 400. Okay. We allowed it. Like, no, 300. No, what?
the only time it makes sense, which he brought up in his show, is if the product sucks.
Yeah.
Because that's just how it is. If it's bad, you want less of it. If it's good, you should want more of it. After this Atlanta race, I don't see anybody could be like, we need less of that. Or like the Coke 600 being like the best race of the year each year now. Like you
Yeah.
don't want less of it
Imagine they
because it's
shorten all the
good.
races to 200, 300 miles, and then it's the Coca-Cola 450. See
Right.
how much these guys can do.
Yeah. Yeah, it would piss us
Yeah.
off. So people are talking about Texas losing. I bet people won't care that much. They'd be like, yeah, sure, fuck it. That race sucks, But
Yeah.
it's just the only time that it's ever brought up is if the race sucks, and that's not the solution.
Right.
That's never the solution. The solution is just make the racing better because at one point you did enjoy 500 miles at that track or wherever. So just make the racing better. Get back to that point.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I don't get how that's even an idea. Um, and it's also a point, or like that one guy said on Twitter was like, it's funny. All the people that want to make changes to the sport
Yeah.
tend to be the ones that don't have to spend their own money to get
Yeah.
there.
That's the
And
best
it's
point
like,
I've heard.
yeah, and it was like, yeah, I don't want to drive 5 hours to Bristol for a 300-mile race.
Yep, and still pay the same price that you're
Yeah,
gonna charge me.
yeah. So yeah, ticket price is gonna be cut accordingly,
Hell
or
no.
is everybody gonna be paid less accordingly?
Yeah,
Like,
no, it's the people that are getting paychecks and have to show up to work.
yeah, hey, I want to work less. That's all I heard is when they were saying we need to make these races shorter. I was like, you just don't want to be there as long.
Yeah, you just don't wanna spend your whole day there.
Yeah,
Which kinda went into another topic that he discussed, talking about testing. And I really liked what he said about how these drivers need to not think about being a driver, but they need to
yeah,
think
with the
about like
short track package.
what's gonna be entertaining and stuff like that. And
Yeah,
he
he's like,
talked.
forget the tires, forget the. He's like, if it sucks, let them know.
And he was like, I'm just worried that it'll be hard to pass or it'll be hard to keep a lead, and they'll come back and say, nah, this sucks. But it's like, well, that's not necessarily a bad thing for the fans though. Like we want
Yeah.
to see that. So
Yeah, I felt like when Junior said that and like called them all out, they like, "Holy shit, Junior knows my name," or were they like, "Oh God, Junior's really counting on us, guys." Like,
well, he specifically called out Denny, so hopefully.
yeah. Well, Denny's not gonna be at the test.
Where was Denny? What was Denny testing? Oh, that was the Goodyear tires, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was testing Goodyear tires for Texas Motor Speedway. That's right.
Yeah, and then
But he did call out Denny for testing moving forward because he
yeah,
was
yeah,
talking about how like, look, you're not gonna be in the sport forever anymore, man.
yeah. And he's
Like
saying, or
just
he's
do what's
saying
best
like
for the
Kevin would have
fans.
been perfect for this test because Kevin, like, what does he have to gain?
He's got one foot out the door. Yeah, exactly. He's not gonna care about if they're hard to drive. He'll just be like, yeah, that was hard to drive. It'll be fun to
Right.
watch. They'll just speaks facts. Yeah, that's true. Yep. What
Hey,
up,
what
Andy?
up, Andy?
Yo. Yeah, great fucking time at Atlanta. And I'm so happy it was a great race because I almost didn't show up. And I remember, I think you talked about it in a podcast a while ago, and you're like, wouldn't it suck if it was a great fucking race and you weren't there? And it was a great race and I was there.
It's
So,
funny though because I've been to so many rain shortened races, and it's like usually like, oh
oh
man,
man.
bullshit. But this one, I was like, it was rain shortened, sucked, but it was also like, I was super satisfied. Like, I still
Yeah.
got mine.
Yeah. And I think we all kind of had the idea in our heads that the racing was good because we knew the rain was coming. So these guys are racing hard the whole
Yeah,
time.
they definitely were balls to the wall. There was tons of moves that were like, whoa, holy shit.
But I mean, Denny and Junior both kind of pushed back against that, and they were like, "No, it was racing good even before that. Like it
Yeah,
was just going to be a good race."
the first stage was awesome.
Exactly. That's what Denny was like. He was like,
I would
"Dude,
have
we didn't
loved
know
to
rain
seen
was
this go to
coming."
checkered and like just seen
Yeah,
how that would have finished. But man, I'm really looking forward to what future Atlanta holds. Like next year, I'm like, oh shit, Atlanta coming up. Can't
I
wait to
know
see how their cars race.
that might have to be one that I just keep coming down for.
You're always welcome, my boy.
I mean, yeah, exactly, because I got a place to stay, and if it's going to be
Choose
good
one of
racing
them.
like that every single time, yeah, exactly. At least go to one. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Like I'll go to one day, go one Atlanta,
That's kind of
switch
where
up.
I'm at.
Yeah. And then hopefully both Darlingtons.
Yeah.
But yeah, Darlington, that'll be my last one.
Shit, boy. Yep, and you got the fucking pick on top of that. Willie B.
Willie B. Yeah, I got the pick. I picked Michael McDowell for my underdog and Willie B. Willie B is just a safe pick. Michael McDowell finished P4. Willie B won it, obviously. So, and then both your picks
Yeah,
finished top 10
Brad
as well,
6,
right?
Blaney 9th.
Yeah, yeah.
There's and then this was a huge little point shakeup with the way guys finished because Allmendinger, McDowell, Suarez all in top 5, and they're back there battling for points for back
To,
in 16th.
yeah, to get in.
Chris Buescher was super impressive all night. He finished 15th, but God, RFK looked so good. Todd Gillen was fighting for his life. A lot of
we got
people
to give a shout out to Justin Haley. Finished top
Justin
10
Haley, dude, that boy
again.
is heating up, like you said.
Dude, just finished top 10 again. Almost won the Xfinity race. Killed it in Chicago. Very different styles of racing. So it'll be interesting to see. Maybe he's on a heater right now. It'll be fun to watch.
Yeah, Justin Haley just in time.
Did you mean to put it that way? Because that was badass.
What, Justin Haley just in time?
Just in time. Yeah.
Oh shit. No, I didn't.
Dude.
Just in time. He
Haley.
wins Daytona.
Justin Tom Haley. That's what his nickname. Time.
Just in time.
Yeah, no, so definitely a driver to keep your eye on. Yeah, I don't know, man. It was a good race. I think
Willie B, 4 wins, championship favorite.
Yeah, okay, so I want to talk about Willie B.
I think we got to put some fucking respect on his name.
Yeah, at this point
he is here, dude.
So some people will disagree with you on this. Vince, for one, I think might disagree with you on this.
Yeah, he was like, backing in the wins. I was like,
yep, that's
you got to be there to get them.
So that's my thing is backing into wins. I get, but when we're looking at
plenty of wins taken away.
When we're looking at a 4-win season, a 2-win season before
points
that,
lead with a 60-point penalty.
He's just progressively getting more and more wins every year. So he had in 2020 he had his first win. 2021 he had another win. 2022 he had 2 wins. Now this year he's already at 4 wins. Like he's getting progressively
4 wins
better
before the season. Now he's got 4 in this season.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's a great point. So he has 8 total. So he's getting progressively better pretty rapidly. And obviously I know the equipment that he's in. I'm not like, I get it. But where's Chase Elliott?
I've been to 3 of Willie B's wins. Didn't really think about that. And I kind of always like it's cool seeing the 24 win.
Yeah.
Like in my head, I'm like, yeah, 24 won.
What wins were you at?
His first win at Daytona. The last year Atlanta and this year Atlanta.
Damn.
Yeah,
you've been to a lot. Is Willie B and this is just all kind of happening now. Is Willie B about to become the guy Chase Elliott always thought he was?
I mean, Chase Elliott can't be denied. He's a champion.
That's the thing. Chase Elliott's a champion. I'm just saying, at what point does William Byron start to eclipse Chase Elliott? Because this season he has.
I hope Chase Elliott misses the playoffs.
He won't though.
No, he'll win Watkins Glen, or there'll be some caution.
Well, even worse, what if he points his way in?
Then respect, but I think he's gonna.
Yeah, but that would be so annoying.
It would. I don't know. Chase Elliott just seems off this year. Like besides him missing half the season, it just like even in his interviews, he seems like he's like, no, it's still me. I'm still here. I swear.
I promise, guys.
Yeah, no, I
agree. Yeah, he does seem off. He doesn't seem like the same driver.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like he really gives a fuck.
Snowboarding career has been taken off.
But Byron seemed like he's like, I'll take that. And takes the golden horseshoe. And
I'll take that.
And he is taking off. And man, to start the season so good before his little back injury, Alex Bowman. Actually, he was up front in this race, but like the team's been off speed wise. Like they're fighting for the life to be in the top 16 again now, and it's like, oh, What's going
Yeah.
on at Hendrick? Yeah, we say this, they'll win this weekend.
Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, yeah, yeah, I don't know. Like, Larson, he has 2 wins. Willie-B's got 4. So I don't know if it's like all of Hendrick or 2 guys in particular.
Yeah.
You
I don't
know,
know, but that Byron is so hot right now.
yeah,
Dude.
you can't doubt him.
Like he's stacking up points to just cruise through the first 2 rounds.
So I mean, do you think he is a real contender?
Yeah,
Because
I think he's already, unless they had an abysmal DNS or Rex or something, I think he's a cruise to round of 8.
Bowman has dipped from his injury because he went from points leader to now
Yeah, thank you,
22nd.
Junior.
Yeah, that's true. He was doing well before that, so maybe he's
Yeah.
still, trying
But
to.
even now, like post injury, he's like they've just been slow.
Yeah, I mean, he still doesn't have a win.
They're
That's
not SHR slow, but they're
no,
like
no, no.
where Bowman's not even top 10.
Yeah, and he usually has a couple wins a season, and so he still hasn't got one yet. So we'll see.
Yeah.
I don't. Yeah, so that's kind of the thing that I think about with Willie B is I don't think he's bagging into wins. I think he's earning them. He maybe some of them he has, but at this point he has 4 fucking wins. You don't back into 4 wins. Like
Mhm.
he's earning his wins. But is he truly somebody you think of as winning the championship this year?
I don't know, because
It's still kind of hard to see
every time
him.
we get down to Final Four, you're always like, "Well, I didn't think this. Like, what if he won it? What if they won it? I didn't think this guy'd be here." Um, I don't know. Once you get around to 8, it's like a crapshoot. Like it's like who's gonna be those guys?
It,
But
yeah, it's just
to me,
tough.
getting around to 8 is harder than getting. I mean, I'm not harder than getting around to 4, but it's kind of like, all right, we got through the weeds. Nut up or shut up.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I
But
think they
could Willie B win the championship? Hard to say. He did win Phoenix earlier this year.
and I mean, it'd be cool if they did like a round of 8. Like, hey, you made it to the round of 8. Like in college
Yeah.
basketball, you get like the Elite 8. You get like a
Yeah.
little banner for that.
I think, and that's something Denny's taught about too, is like I think something should go to round of 4 appearances. Like they're not like a trophy, but like there should be some like asterisk of like how many round of 4 appearances has this guy had?
Yeah, I mean,
Like
I think
top 10s, top 5s, round of 4
I
appearances.
think include round of 8s as well.
Okay, yeah, but like I don't know. There's not
Because
like
if you're counting wins, top 5s and top 10s, then I think you can count round of 4s and round of 8s.
yeah, there's a couple guys out
Um,
there that still haven't even made the playoffs ever.
yeah,
They've been racing for years.
yeah. I mean,
They got block parties.
he's got to make it, right?
I've been wondering. He's out right now. I've been wondering.
I know, but he's
I was
17.
thinking about it the other day. I was like I think I would have said last year was Bubba's best shot to make the playoffs, as he didn't. I was like, but if this year like he straight up just doesn't make the playoffs again, at what point are people going to still defend this shit?
Oh, forever, forever.
Like I know, but I'm just saying, like dude, like Michael McDowell outruns him, and Michael
Yep.
McDowell's having a career year, and I like Michael McDowell. I'm just
Mhm.
saying, like speed wise, look at this is where you're at.
Yeah, I mean,
People talk about Bubba like he's better than Chase Elliott.
Michael McDowell is just one spot ahead of Bubba.
Yeah, I'm just talking about
He's
that
16th, Bubba
underfunded
17th.
front row team back there, little engine that could doing the best they can, and Bubba, the god he is from all his fans, can do no wrong.
Yeah, and I mean his teammates got to win. His teammates
Teammates
easily.
well in the playoffs.
Yeah, what's he in like 13th position in the playoffs right now? So yeah, yeah, it's gonna. He's. I don't know. Everyone's just gonna defend him forever. We're just gonna have to get used to it.
Racist.
No. Yeah, we're just gonna have to get used to it because that's just the world we live
do
in.
exist.
Yeah. Also, something I wanted to bring up, and this is coming from an Austin Dillon fan.
Mm.
At what point?
I had the thought the other day too, because
At what point are we just?
I was talking about
Austin Hill's still killing it, man.
I was talking about Austin Hill. I said if Austin Hill went to a good ride, said 3-car, I said I would automatically be an Austin Hill fan. I was like,
Yeah.
not that I wish ill will against Austin Dillon, but like you're saying, is like, what are we doing here?
Yep.
Um,
I had a lot
and
of faith in
I
his career early on. I have defended him so much,
his car
and
looked so good this past week.
it's just got. And I love his paint schemes. He's a very nice guy. His whole family's wonderful. They've always taken care of us. But I'm also an RCR fan, and I always have been, and that's the reason I
Looking
backed
for the
Austin
best for
Dillon.
the company here.
I'm a
That's the
company
thing.
man.
I don't want Austin Hill to like come up and they put him in like a 33 car. Like I don't want that. I want like they put him in the 3 car.
Yeah, so that would be the thing. I wonder how they would handle that situation.
I think Austin Hill's ready.
What if he gets the 29?
I'd totally be okay with that.
Okay, so you'd be okay with him not getting the 3 but the 29?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'd just not. I guess I'd be probably the same shit. I just want him to go in like a top tier ride because every time the RCR's done that third off car, it does not compare.
Dude, no. I'm saying like if they just were like, we don't feel right with
Like
the
they
3
still take
yet.
Austin Dillon out.
Yeah, like Austin
Okay.
Dillon's gone.
If Austin Hill's with that team,
and they're like, we're just
they
gonna
just
shelve
change the
the
number?
number 3 for a
okay.
while.
Yeah,
But
that'd be fine.
yeah, so but dude, if they put
That'd
Austin
actually be
Hill,
sick.
if they put Austin Hill in the 29, you would lose your shit.
Yeah, that would.
You would lose it.
Yeah, that'd be
You would be
badass.
right back on board. You'd be like buying
restart.
diecast and
Yeah.
rocking merch.
Yeah, I could definitely be an Austin Hill fan.
Georgia
That's the thing is
boy.
like I'm like I like Ross, I like Reddick,
Yeah.
but I'm kind of like I don't know. But
Just
then I'm
wait.
like, if Austin Hill moved up, I'm like, oh yeah, Austin Hill fan.
He will eventually, obviously.
I know, but I don't want him to take the Legacy Motor Club route. Or
Yeah,
anything
it
like
would
that.
be cool if he was RCR teammate in the 3-car teammates with, Kyle Busch in
Kyle
the
Busch,
8.
yeah.
That's an easy scenario to cheer for. That's
Yeah.
kind of put on a platter for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look,
I
dude,
need
I'm an
this to
Austin Hill
happen.
fan. I have been for a very long time, and even I am at the point where I'm just going.
Maybe he could take the Brad Keselowski route. Like I'm gonna become an owner. Pawpaw's taking it to the house. I'm gonna be VP of operations.
That would be great. I'd be,
Yeah. I'm gonna be the face of the company.
It would make my life easier as a NASCAR fan, to be honest. Like it would. I wouldn't have to like try to
Daytona 500
defend.
champion.
I wouldn't have to like, yeah, I get it, but I don't want to have to like talk shit about somebody's driver and they're like, who's your driver? And I'm like, fuck.
Fuck. Checkmate.
And they're like, you never answered. And I'm like, that was the answer, brother.
Hey, so yeah, no, you didn't answer me. Dude, what's that?
Oh shit. Dakota, we gotta go, man. They found out. Yeah. I don't know, man. It sounds weird coming from Austin Hill fan, but I watch Austin Hill and I really like his style, and I think he has so much promise.
You don't take
and
shit.
I see Kyle Busch's name up here at the top of the list with 3 wins in the 8 car, and I'm just like, and I gotta scroll and scroll and scroll.
How many wins the 8 car have last year? 3?
2, right? Shit, that's good. You know what? That's a good question.
No, it was 3. Texas, Indy Road Course, and Road America.
You're right. Okay, so he has to get. Yeah, you're right. So he needs to get one more.
And Austin Dillon had 1 win last year. So the 8 cars won 6 times in the last year, and the 3 cars won once.
Yeah.
In the last 2 years?
Yeah, and that's just in 2 years. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so that's talking RCR.
RCR's come a long way in the last couple.
Man,
years.
they have, and it's
got
been
rough
a fun time. That's why you see me rocking 8 merch at tracks now. Like I'm not even
I noticed that.
Not even hiding it. If that's who's, and honestly, they're making better merch for him now too because he is winning.
Yeah, the 8 merch is sick.
So when I go to the RCR hauler and I'm just looking for RCR merch, hell, I might even someday I might snag an Austin Hill shirt. Who knows if it looks cool?
Yeah, company man.
I'm a company man. I like the Chevy. I like the RCR logo. So I see the 8 merch over there and it's looking crisp and clean. And then I see the same tired old 3 shit that I've been saying for the past 4 seasons. And I go, yeah, I think I might start rocking some of the merch. Yeah. The guy that wins that I can actually start cheering for. Yeah. So you'll see me rocking some more of that. I'm rocking my Rico shirt tonight because the Eldora Million is on tonight, and Rico won last night. So I'll be tuning into that.
Is it just like a feature, or is it like?
Yeah, it's like a full race. He won one of the features last night, and then it's again the Eldora Million is also tonight, and so this is like it's actually they're paying out over $2 million. It's the second highest paid motorsport event in America. It's wild.
Damn.
Yeah, it's pretty sick. So anybody that has the Flow subscription, obviously they'll
Kyle
probably.
Larson in it?
I believe so.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I mean it's like one of the biggest races in sprint cars.
Might
So.
have to check my Flow account and get on there and watch it.
Well, I know you'll be watching SRX, right?
Yeah, but it's like 30 minutes long.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I might tune into that as well. Because you texted me and you're like, "Hey, can we do it early? SRX is on." I was like, "Is he like being sarcastic? Is he trying
I've
to make a
watched like
joke?"
one SRX race ever.
Okay, I was like, I couldn't tell if you were
No,
joking.
the first season, I remember watching. I watched like a lot of them, like 4 out of 6 of them.
Mhm.
And then last season they were on Saturday nights, and
Yep.
what was I doing on Saturday nights? Drinking with friends, doing stuff outside, hanging out with my kids. Like I was like, what? Who cares? It's Saturday night.
Wasn't
And
it
then-
also going on during college football season?
Yeah. No, it
think
was
that-
summertime. No,
I think it was something
summertime.
going on, and I was like, "No, I watched something else on Saturday night."
Yeah, like I was like, I'm not watching this.
Yeah.
And but then now they're moved to Thursday nights, and Kevin's running,
which is what they should be.
Kevin's running a couple of them. So I was really just kind of like, I just kind of want to see what Kevin does in it.
Yeah,
Sure, he'll
that type
wreck
of
and be
series,
slow, but
that should definitely be a midweek series because there's, they're
so
not
they're on
pulling.
Thursday nights, and it'll be fun. Brad K's running all of them.
That
That was interesting. Denny's running a couple. Kevin's running a couple.
I might check it out. I know it was weird that
It's their third season.
Tony's running in it during one of the biggest races at his own track.
Yeah.
So that was kind of strange, but
Tony does what Tony wants.
Yeah, he's a drag racing man now. Nobody can nail that dude down. So yeah, there's some good racing on tonight. So I'm glad
you want to go ahead and fucking rate this Atlanta race.
Oh my god, I forgot we have to rate it. Yeah, hold on, let me pull out my shit.
Oof. Wow, look at my ATL 1 rating. That's wild.
What was it?
5.9.
Dude, ATL 1 wasn't good.
Yeah, it was good. Joey Logano won. Passed Brad K on the last lap. They raced. There was a bunch of wrecks.
Oh yeah,
Kevin
I gave it a 6
spun in front of the field.
All right.
I liked it, but clearly I didn't.
I mean, I gave it a 6-1. So
I was being too modest. Yeah, well, this one's gonna be a lot higher.
Yeah, for sure. I looked up Jeff Gluck's poll also, and it is currently the 4th highest rated race for the season. Number 1, Kansas. Number 2, Charlotte. Number 3, Fontana, and then Atlanta 2. Yeah, I mean that seems about right, but we'll see what ours are. What's the last one that we rated? Nashville. Okay,
because that's the last race that mattered.
Yeah, that's the last race that happened. All right, well, what do you got?
I'm giving it 8.7.
Okay, 8.7. Sorry, I'm scrolling through looking at some of mine right now. I'm like, oh shit, what did I rate this one?
I was gonna rate it 8.8, but because it rain shortened, I came down to 8.7.
Man, I really like that. What you said? You said 8.8.
Yeah, I brought it down one because it was rain shortened.
Oh, you're bringing it down to 8.7. Okay. Yeah, you know what? I'll go 8.6. I know it's like right around you, but that's just one under Fontana, and I feel like that's fair. Yeah. That's like where it should be.
I gave. I gave Auto Club at 8.8 and
8.7. Yeah, I was like, no, that it should be just right there because now I have them ranked out.
Yeah,
and so now I just look at where the closest one it should be to.
Going to New Hampshire this weekend for lobsters. New Hampshire's come a long way. I think it was getting good there with the old car. And then they fucking made the next gen. Last year's race was pretty good. Christopher Bell ran down fucking Almirola trying to go back to back. And it's kind of like a racer's racetrack.
It was pretty solid. Yeah, it was pretty solid.
I think New Hampshire is like a little hidden gem. It used to be kind of but the last couple of years, New Hampshire's really, as its age, has really put on a good show. And it's kind of like old schooly, flat oval.
Yep.
Hopefully it's a good race this weekend. You want to go ahead and throw in some locks and underdogs?
All right. Yeah. I mean, obviously, The best lock. All right. You know what? How about you start? I'll give you first pick because I won last time.
Underdog or lock?
Up to you. You start out.
Oof. Underdog. I am going Chris Busher.
Okay.
I know who you should pick for your underdog.
Dinger? Almond Dinger?
Just in time.
Ooh, you know what? Fuck it. I've been hyping him up. Yeah. You know
Yeah.
what?
So
I'll ride with
I was
that.
like, well, I heard you thinking, and I was like, I already know who you should pick.
You know what? No, dude. I've been hyping him up. I'm gonna ride with that. I like it. Good thinking. Thinking on your toes.
Hey. All right, my lock of the week. I know what I should go with, but I also think who is going to be super fucking
So
fast here.
what you should go with is C-Bell, right?
Yeah, but I'm not going with him.
Right, because he
I think he's
won
he's
here,
really fucking fast here.
and then I think he got like second last year. Yeah, he just kills it
He's
like
fucking
every
good
single
here.
time.
But I'm going with Martin Trix Jr. He's really always fucking been fast here. I think he's
Mhm.
only got like 1 or 2 wins here. But he's been fast on these little like 1 mile shorter tracks.
Yeah, yeah,
And they're
I
hot
agree.
right now.
You know what? I'm gonna go Ross Chastain.
Ooh, oh, Ross Wynn coming in hot. He's
Yeah.
running the Kubota scheme, and I fucking love that car when he runs it. And it's usually always super fast.
I'm on a heater right now, so it's
Oh,
just feelings, baby.
0 wins.
This is just feelings.
Oh, I remember he ran that Wick scheme. That's the race I was thinking of, Nathan.
0 wins.
I thought he had 1. Oh. I was thinking about that Wick scheme when he dominated and then had an issue.
Yep.
There used to be he ran the 78 car. It was so sexy. Yeah, that's what I'm
What?
taking. But fucking New Hampshire, I think I'm gonna have a chill little weekend, chill little Sunday, and watch the fucking race and then just enjoy cars going in circles.
That's my plan, man. I know this is a short episode. We're calling it early,
Yeah,
which is weird.
Atlanta Loom.
Which is weird after such a wild weekend that we
I think
had.
we're both tired.
That's the thing, dude. I was about to take a nap. I was yawning, like getting on this thing. I'm still recovering. It was just a wild weekend. It was a good fucking time, man.
Yeah, it was
I don't know
fucking
what-
great. Can't wait for next year.
Yeah, honestly, I'm looking forward to this race almost as much as Talladega at this point.
We'll run it back next year. This one, I mean, we can make it as cheap. We need to like not. I don't want to say not like spend money, but I was like next time like we could grill out or something. We were like kind of just unprepared. Like, oh, what do you want to do? I don't know. I was like, if we could chill and grill out. I'll be watching.
What
with
the
us.
hell?
Oh yeah,
What the hell, man?
boners for New Hampshire. I guess.
Boners for New Hampshire. Get your boners out, boys. New Hampshire. Yeah, no, that's a good point. We should like grocery shop and shit like we do for Dago, you know,
Yeah, we
plan
could
it
totally
out a
do
little
that.
bit.
We were just kind of like, God damn, we ain't ate today.
Yeah, right.
Need
We
some
were,
pig
I was like,
pocket.
hey, is there any food here? And you're like,
Yeah.
oh, man. You're like, fuck.
Pig pockets.
Big pockets.
Oh shit. This badass episode was brought to you by yeetsofficial.com. Use discount code Chairgatin in shipping. Get you 10% off and look cool on race day and maybe cool at your next beach trip.
Maybe you can look cool on your next beach trip.
I know, like a jackass.
I lost mine on my last beach trip. I was in the water.
Your green ones?
No,
Greenlands?
no, the green ones I busted back out for this last trip, but
Oh,
they're
yeah,
like
you were on this weekend.
they're
idiot.
scratched up.
Yeah.
It was my black ones, the exact same like pair.
Oh,
but
yeah, yeah.
black.
The ones you just got?
Yeah, like my favorite
Oh.
pair. And I was in the water and I was like trying to help Samantha because she's like too short to swim, and I was trying to get out over the break point. I was like, we gotta
She
get
don't
past
swim good.
we gotta get past the break, and then it'll be chill. And like as I'm like turned around to like grab her because I'm like picking her up and throwing her over waves because she's just so short. And as I'm turning around to do that, a wave comes behind me and just boom.
Never to be
Takes-
seen again.
Dude, it was like slow motion. I saw him like flying off, and I was like reaching like this. I was like,
Ah.
no.
Put them on a milk carton.
And then I get taken under and like pop back up, and they're gone. And I was just like, damn it.
Darn shucks.
Shucks.
Fiddle faddling around.
Yep.
All right.
All right. Well,
That'll do it.
that'll do it.
All right. We'll holler at y'all next week after New Hampshire. Fucking enjoy the race. Enjoy your weekend. Summer's coming to a close, and that's unfortunate. Damn
But
it, Nick.
the weather leaving is not. Oh, Nick just got here. All right, you
Alright,
know what,
Nick.
guys? We got to run back a whole nother hour. Nick just got here.
All right, Nick. Bye, Nick.
He'll probably be at Darlington, but we'll talk about
Hey, we'll
Darlington
see you,
more
Darlington, Nick.
in another episode.
All right, y'all. Peace.
Peace.